How did Freddie Mercury spend his usual day? If you think that he only performed concerts and recorded music albums, that is not the case. In fact, his life was filled with both amazing and very simple things. Let's start with the morning. Do you think Freddie started his morning in the gym? Actually, no. He notoriously disliked traditional exercise and physical training. He considered performing on stage for 2 hours a sufficient workout, and preferred activities like swimming or sunbathing. So in the morning, he fed his cats. He had a deep and well-documented love for cats. He dedicated a solo album, Mr. Bad Guy, to his cats and even phoned home to talk to them while on tour. His beloved cats included Delilah, Dorothy, Goliath, Miko, Oscar, and Romeo. But what did he eat for breakfast?
Out with them or anything, do you?
He had a strong preference for simple, well-cooked dishes like scrambled eggs, shepherd's pie, and lentil soup. But he also enjoyed good caviar and loved smoked salmon, often having it for breakfast. Before leaving the house, Freddie Mercury got dressed.
That's very true.
His style was an integral part of his persona. He had a habit of designing and commissioning outrageous outfits from designers like Zandra Rhodes for stage performances, often incorporating leather, sequins, leotards, and capes. Then he went to an antique shop. Why do I say this so confident? He had a passion for collecting fine art, particularly works by James McNeill Whistler and Japanese woodblock prints. He also enjoyed browsing antique markets and auctions for Victorian art and glassware. But what car did Freddie Mercury use to get to the shops? For years, his daily driver was a bottle green Austin Metro, a modest and very common British car at the time. He valued its anonymity. He viewed cars primarily as functional tools for transportation, not objects of desire or hobbies. He famously said, "A car is to get me from A to B. I don't give a damn about anything else, as long as it works." After going to the store, it was time for lunch.
Lick my mash. That means lick my ass.
Yes, well, we better move on.
Because Freddie had a concert that evening. Freddie Mercury was known for his flamboyant taste in many things, but his personal food preferences were surprisingly simple and often comforting. His diet was a mix of his Zanzibari Indian heritage, British staples, and a finicky eater's avoidance of certain foods. His favorite foods were the Parsi and Indian dishes from his childhood, prepared by his mother. He particularly loved her spicy chicken, curry, and rice. What should you do before a concert? Warm up. Before taking the stage, he would religiously warm up his vocal cords with scales and exercises. He was also known to have a single shot of vodka to calm his pre-show nerves. I think there is no point in talking about Freddie Mercury's performances. You have to see them. But what happened after that? After a show, he would often unwind with a party, but he also had a habit of meticulously removing his stage makeup, which he saw as a way to shed his onstage persona and return to being Fred. Why? Because off-stage, Freddie Mercury was a completely different person. Off-stage, he was often shy, polite, and softly spoken, a stark contrast to his powerful, arrogant, and commanding on-stage alter ego.
This is the future.
Close friends knew him as Fred, a much more private person. And naturally, to relax, what did Freddie do? He had a particular fondness for champagne, especially brands like Bollinger and Dom Perignon. It was his default drink at parties, backstage, and even during some interviews. The most interesting thing is that Freddie Mercury was not bothered by the high cost of champagne. He was famously generous and impulsive with money. Stories abound of him buying expensive gifts like a new car for friends on a whim, or picking up the entire tab for a large group at a restaurant. But there were some things you definitely couldn't do with Freddie Mercury. It was better not to compete with him in games before going to bed. He was passionate and could play for a very long time until he won. Freddie was intensely competitive, whether at table tennis, backgammon, Scrabble, or even over who had the best party. He hated to lose and would often play games for hours.
I just love the word Beelzebub. Great word, isn't it?
The day is long gone. Night has come. and Freddie still hasn't slept. Do you think it bothered him? No. Freddie was a notorious night owl. His most creative energy emerged after dark, and he often scheduled recording sessions at studios like Mountain Studios in Montreux for the middle of the night. And only after that did Freddie Mercury's long day end. He went to bed in order to get up and feed his beloved cats in the morning. Like and comment if you want me to make similar videos about world celebrities.